I love working with people that are just kind of like ready to work, that are willing to, it's like, it doesn't even matter if they have like really strong defenses and resistances. I think it's really important not to like judge that or be anti that, as long as there's some reason they're there. Which is probably why I like everybody, because they're all there. Every once in a while I'll have someone that just is like, my wife sent me, or I'm here, you know what I mean? And then I'm just kind of like, do you want to do this? And they're like, not really. I'm like, okay. So that's the only time really that, but people that come, I really tend to really like my clients, and it's because those are self-selected people that want to work on themselves. Often I'll say, of all the different groups there are in the world, political parties or whatever, all the different groups, one of my favorite, I think that's actually like a self-selecting group that's really cool, is different, is people who are in therapy. It's a really neat group of people. Maybe even contrary to some of the taboo. I don't know what's out there, but there are people who, it takes courage. It takes like commitment to like something, like growth, sometimes just wanting to be a better person. Often people come in because they want to be a good parent, or a good partner or something. So those people are really neat. So I tend to like all my clients, but I love when they're willing to work and are just kind of like present and there and like able to jump into the process. That's really satisfying. I think I'm working through more existential kind of questions. Just getting older, being a mom, and my parents getting older and thinking about them dying. I think just what's the meaning, kind of like meaning questions. I feel really deeply, I really love, think life is really beautiful, but it's almost like when you're in your 20s, you develop all the things and then like you deconstruct that and then develop a new, I think that's actually how learning goes. It's like you learn something and you're confident about it, and then you like deconstruct it and kind of like scramble it, and then you learn something more complex, and that's like healthy. It's like I think that's how we gain complexity, is by then we doubt, and then we go through all the doubting and like go into the darkness of that, and then we reemerge, with something else. And I feel like I'm maybe in a little bit of like some things doubting, but there's an underlying confidence in the process, I guess, of that it'll take me somewhere good. But I think a lot of the specific beliefs I had, maybe I'm sort of like in that place of not knowing. And so, I did actually schedule a session with my therapist for a few weeks out, who I maybe see now every once in a while, because I could notice some like little inner angst and like, oh, is my outward really aligning with this value I have? And what do I want to do with that? And so, I guess we're always kind of growing and doing that kind of thing. So. The thing that I am most certain about is that human beings are beautiful. That's like my, it's something actually I think I've known my whole life. Like I really got that young, that we're all doing our best. I remember being young and someone saying like, if I were you, I would do this or something like that. And I really thought about that and I was like, no, because if you were me, you'd be doing exactly what I'm doing, and really getting like, we just do how we have the brains we have. And, but as I've worked with people and let me say the first part of that is that I'm very anti-shame. Like, I really think there's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't believe in evil or bad, it's like, even though I know we do unhealthy things, that's always because of unhealth rather than badness. But on the other hand, I think there's like all this potential for healing. Like the mind is actually good at that too, if given a chance. So it's really like people just need a chance. They just need support. When people are way off, they have been lacking some kind of support or guidance or like learning at some point someone failed them, because this should happen when we're kids. But people are incredibly resilient. They're incredibly beautiful. When they're able to be with their feelings and their self in a settled way, reliably, what I see come out is the best parts of being human, compassion, humor, some like strength, longing to help. I really do see that come out again and again as soon as people are settled in themselves. So it's actually, I think this work is very like uplifting in terms of your belief in humanity.